me great nut. Yes, it's me, Dr. David Bellamy, and I'm here rummaging around amongst all this amazing rubberized greenery. And I'm here to introduce a very funny man, the full Monty himself, Mr. Ben Elton. Give it up!
You have to forgive me, I'm afraid, because I'm feeling a little bit queasy this evening because it's all a rush to get a live show on, and I had to miss supper, and I had to rush with one of those instant noodles in the pot with the hot water, you know, and as I was eating it, something struck me. There's so many questions in my mind eating this instant noodle. I was thinking, who invented instant noodles? And why? There must have been a reason. I'll tell you what the reason was for inventing instant noodles. The bloke sitting in his kitchen one day thinking, oh, there must be something I can do with all that crap behind the cooker. Voila! Instant noodles, the SDP of British eating. Everybody tried it once and now we're stuck with it forever, eh? Useless things. The world is full of useless things, like newspapers, eh? Newspapers are getting more and more useless. All that fuss about Murdoch going off to Wapping to print his newspapers by automation. I mean, what's the fuss about? I mean, they've been writing them by automation for years, haven't they, eh? What are we going to have the front this week, eh? Thatcher the Marvellous, Tories miles ahead in the polls. I know, what about Tony Benn eats his own babies? That's brilliant, eh? Put that on the front, eh? Bit of political balance. After all, we said Neil Kinnock last week, didn't we, eh? Newspapers. I say that newspapers are full of crap. Now, I'm sorry, I shouldn't use that word. I've used it too much this evening. Newspapers. I realise it's a bit of a sensitive issue. But I can prove that newspapers are full of crap, if you'll bear with me. I'm going to get crap reviews for this as well, I can tell you. Sorry, journalists, I know I'm doing London Weekend. Let he who's without sin pass the first stone. Fair enough. Newspapers are full of crap, and I can prove it, right? But first, I need to talk about photosynthesis and also junk mail, right? Photosynthesis, I know it's a long word for the students in the audience, but try and bear with me, eh? Students, oh, I love them, eh? Down the student union bar with the specially slowed down Space Invaders for medical students, eh? I love them. Well done, there you go. We've got our grants, we're okay. Photosynthesis is the means by which we get our oxygen. It's fantastic. Now, the same cannot be said about junk mail. Junk mail is all that rubbish you get through your door you don't want. You know, little leaflets promising impossible dreams. Fill this in, send it off, and instantly you'll get a new car, a free gift, and a bigger willy. You know, it's not going to happen, is it? You send it off, what do you get? A Freeman's catalogue. With a 15-year-old picture of Lulu on the front. Oh, Lulu, how can I get to look like you? It's simple. Jump in a puddle and go to a jumble sale. Easy, you know? Anyway, that's it. Photosynthesis, junk mail, newspapers full of crap. Bear with me, right? I was sitting home the other day, and it was my birthday. And I was on my own. On my Don't patronise me. It's all very well going, innit? You want to come on stage and sex me stupid, fair enough, but don't sit there going, Dear, oh dear, you've obviously never lived on your own. I was sitting at home, on my own, on my birthday, and the media are very tough with images of loneliness, you know? They make us lonely people feel sad with all the happiness on the telly, like tonight, you know? That advert where it's a little girl's birthday, make the most from your post, you know? And the postman's coming up the road with his sack of cards and the little girl's waiting, she's looking out the window all excited, and posters coming up the street, and he walked straight by, didn't he? And her little face fell and a tear in her eye, but old Posty turns round. It was a trick. He had loads of cards for it. It was just a little trick. What a bastard, eh? We're talking about wouldn't have let us say it better, wouldn't have Nina Cooley say it better as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, walks past my place, puts a letter through the letterbox. I couldn't believe it, my birthday, I've got a letter. I run down the corridor, I've got a letter. Maybe my mum's going to tell me where she lives at last. Wallop, junk mail. I picked it up. I didn't even need to open the envelope. It was printed on the outside. Congratulations, you may already have won £5. And at exactly the point I was reading that, thousands of miles away in a Canadian forest, two little squirrels were hippity-hoppiting through the undergrowth. And one of them turns to the other and said, I won't do the accent, incidentally. Mind you lot wouldn't know, isn't that what a squirrel sounds like, do you? But anyway, they're very thick. Very stupid, you need to know that. They're very stupid on account of the size of their heads. Not a lot of room for the brain, you see. Bad design. If they put the brain in the tail, they'd rule the world. Except, of course, they wouldn't, because they got no thumbs. Now, not a lot of people know that, but the ability to grip is what makes the human race predominant. You see, we can grip. If we didn't have any thumbs, we'd have to eat our chips like this, you see. That's why squirrels eat their food like that, you know. I mean, they don't like looking stupid. And also, it means they can't play with themselves, you see. That's why they climb trees like that, you see. to 10. So anyway, they're hopping through the undergrowth, right? And one of them gets a bit caught short, you see. Caught short wants to go to the lab, and squirrels are very clean animals. They do it at home, you know, buy their nut stash for the winters, you know. So anyway, go home, looking for their house, you see, looking for somewhere to... And the tree has gone. Their house has gone. Nowhere to eat. The mum's gone. Nowhere to go to the lavatory. Nothing. Because the tree's been cut down. And the reason the tree's been cut down is because it's been turned into paper. And the reason the tree's been turned into paper is because some clueless idiot thought I was remotely interested in the fact that I may already have won £5, right? Because that was a bit of tree, a bit of mine and your environment that someone had cut down, smashed to bits and stuffed through your letterbox. And you didn't ask for it. You just throw it away, don't you? It's our environment. And I sniffed it and it wasn't giving off oxygen. And I shook it and it wasn't giving a home to countless little woodland creatures. I even tried to climb it, but I couldn't, and build a treehouse at the top. But it was junk. All paper is junk. Paper is made of trees. Newspapers are made of trees. Every newspaper used to be a squirrel's home. And that's why they're full of crap. Thank you. I'll see you next week. Good night.